Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Another update for you, following on from yesterday's update on Bitcoin and a few altcoins for you. So yeah, yesterday again I was looking for the rejection. Again, Bitcoin getting straight to it here. So again, we got the rejection from the 82 region. I was expecting a bigger pullback today, ideally down to the 78, 79 region. Didn't quite get there. Bulls are very much in control. Which, to be fair, is good to see. Again, what I've just updated with the group and what I'm looking for today, basically a new high. The pullbacks we get, quite simply, are very bullish. They get bought up quickly. The volume is decent. Market structure is bullish. We're not losing key levels. For example, the 80,500 this morning was a very key level. New York Open, we've got that dip straight up. Yeah, this wants new highs in my opinion. So I'm looking for first sort of tap. It's going to be up to the 83,000. We've got a lot of liquidity sat up there. So let me show you what I'm looking at. So again, 83,000. You've got 37 million of the liquidation sort of leverage at that point. And even stacking up, if you look at the liquidation map, it's sort of eye to eye in terms of the short side, the long side. But for me, we're too close, not to grab all that liquidity. So I do think we'll be getting to the 83, 84. Really get to those highs before we start potentially looking for those, bigger sort of drops. I'll see if I can get the 48 hour. Should be able to. Yeah, maybe not. That's fine. So you got the 24-hour charts. Again, you got the liquidity sort of stacked up. You have got liquidity down here, but again, we had the chance to grab that earlier. Failed to do that. The bulls are very much in control. So again, for me, I'm looking for those sweeps of the highs. And like I said yesterday, it's going to be more of that distribution sort of stack I'm sort of looking for. I mean, as to how high we go, 86 is my ultimate sort of level because it's such a big resistance zone. So it's going to be something like this. I mean, it looks scary, but we're going to be playing it so perfectly. I'm not even worried at the moment. So I am currently long. Hopped in not so long ago, just on this little breakout. Again, it's all about levels. That's what this is all about. So you've got support level here. Again, if we just for education, if we did end up doing this, so if we did lose level, retest it, we would then look to short down to the first support zone 7,993, and we would just keep going down. As it stands, we are looking at a reclaim of this sort of support zone here. So you've got the order block here, you've got this whole region. So for me, as long as we're above this level here, I'm expecting us to go towards 82.2 and just to continue up to the 83 sort of region. Yeah, so that's my Bitcoin plan. I mean, there's no other way to really look at this. There's high highs, high lows. The market structure's bullish. The volume's good. We're getting taps on the trend lines. I just don't see a world where we don't break up to these highs. Grab the liquidity sat minimum at this range high 84.7, and again we'll shoot up the 86. This sort of penultimate sort of high at that sort of area. So that's what I'm looking for. So again, by the time I'm done with this video, ideally I would like to see us sort of breach the 82.2 region and just continue. But moving on, so that's Bitcoin. So again, to summarize, bullish above 81, probably 4. Bearish below 80,500. Again, it's all based on probability. I can't predict exactly what we're going to do, but we can statistics and we can go by what the charts are telling us. That's all I can do as a trader. Ethereum, again, it's so weak at the moment. It's not one I've really been trading. Again, to me, it just looks like a head and shoulders pattern. We're getting suppressed buying pressure from somewhere. I think one of the founders is selling their Ethereum stack, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why we're just seeing this suppressed sort of sideways action. I mean, unless we break above 2, 3, 70, 80, I'm not going to be looking for any positions. Probably looking for shorts. Again, upon rejections at the 2843 region. But again, market structure is bullish. There's no denying that. But yeah, I mean, there's a chance we can even test the 2170. If Bitcoin breaks the new highs, I just don't see how this doesn't. I don't see it doing the same thing. I just think there's so much buying pressure we need, and it's got to grab liquidity ideally lower to then feed back up to those sort of highs. But I don't see from this level here, unless a huge whale comes in, it's just going to magically bump up, 10-20%. So that's Ethereum. I'm also looking at the USDT dominance chart. So I shared this with you guys previously. So basically, quite simply, if this chart is bearish, then Bitcoin is bullish. And if this chart is bullish, then Bitcoin, crypto in general, is bearish. So more people in stable coins, obviously, it's not good for crypto. People are basically selling their positions to hold stable coins, and that's basically the idea behind this. So what I sort of proposed before was this descending triangle. I did want to see the sort of retest to the 7.7 region. We just got a double top tap here, and we just sort of fell below. We did retest 7.27% bearishly. So really, this confirms to me my bullishness on Bitcoin. Because unless you get that reclaim here, I mean, we're rejecting now. We're just holding this sort of bottom zone. We're going to drop further down to 6.4%. If we get down here, Bitcoin is going to be at the 84, 86 region. So just bear that in mind. In terms of altcoins, I'll go through a few of the popular ones. We've got TAA. Again, new highs put in yesterday. So I am bullish and long at the moment. Again, I didn't get stopped out yesterday on the drop overnight in the Asian time. So I am still in my position. If we start to lose the 312 region, I will probably look to close out. I'll probably be stopped out actually. But until we do that, I am still looking for those highs to get tested at 345, so it's a 7% move, and then back up to the 360s, which is a 10% move. So I can see, the AI sector with, FET, TAO, a few more I can reel off, but these are the most popular ones. Privacy and AI are going to be huge sort of altcoin sectors. I do expect random pumps to come from, and they're just sectors people are familiar with, and they will gravitate towards them, so liquidity will be high on these sort of areas. It doesn't mean we don't get fake outs, but as it stands, it's been a very technically respected sort of trades TAA, which has been it's been really good to trade. I've been trading this since probably down to these levels. Again, when you see these sort of excuse me, when you see these sort of tests over and over again, you don't really see the price fall through it. You're going to assume, the volume as well is mostly green. It's bullish, so it's a reaccumulation zone. You get the initial sell off, the bear volume sort of declines, the bull volume picks up. That's your key to get into a position and look for those longs. And again, you can look at just for those who are looking to learn. So you've got support, the range is here. You broke above that, declined off the first resistance zone. We then fell back down, retested these sort of breakout levels. So you get into a long safely. Again, I use Edit Wave to help back up my sort of thesis. And yeah, we just again, just ride it up and enjoy the profits. A few others I'll go through. So we've got XRP. So XRP at the moment, you're looking at a double top. So shorts, you tend to look at rejections, but there's no real rejection right now. So for me, quite simply, I'll wait for a reclaim of that level, and then I'll look for those longs up to 1.55. It'd be a scalp, and if it turns into a swing trade, happy days. But for the time being, it's a no trade. Solana, yeah, beautiful. So again, I've been in this since yesterday. Quite simply was this pattern here. In the group I said we had just tanked down to here, and like I said to you guys yesterday, I did share this yesterday in the update. It's a 3-3-5 pattern. Once you put the 5 pattern in, you then sort of see the bounce. You can then long safely, and again we've gone up. I think a lot of us in the group made a lot of money off this. Again, it's only 4%, but again, a few of us do leverage, 10, 5x. Yeah, and it's just technically a very clean, super nice trade, and we're breaking out of a key level here at the 97 region. So as long as we stay above this now, we can expect moves up towards 106. So again, what's that? 9% move. No one's complaining about that. Meme coins did catch a bid yesterday. I did catch, I believe, Bonk, Floki. Dogecoin we didn't quite get into. There wasn't much movement on that at all. Excuse me. So yeah, so Floki again, we're seeing rejections. So off this level here. So if we can reclaim this level here, I would look for like sort of entries sort of long above that, but from here it's sort of shorts are in control. So again, we would look for that sort of head and shoulders pattern. So potentially we got this to look at. So again, if we do reject more from here, I will look to short down to the 3-5 sort of region. But until then, it's holding up, so it's fine. So again, no trade right now. Just keep an eye on it. Checking back on Bitcoin. Have we breached those highs yet? Getting there. Yeah, pushed it more. 860. But again, the strength is there. We're going to probably hit the 821 sort of region. RSI still in the not quite in the bullish control zone. So once you start breaching the 70s, we'll then start accelerating. So I'll keep an eye on that as well. But yes, that's the update. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, bullish on Bitcoin. We've got this ascending triangle also sort of filling up. So what we could see, again, it's going to be very volatile around these levels, but we could see something like that. It may take a few more days. We've got the Clarity Act on Wednesday updates, so that's going to cause some volatility. But if we can just breach this tonight, now to the zone in terms of the Asian sort of time zone. That's what I meant to say. Again, I will be looking for potentially shorts to come back in. All right, but apart from that, guys, take care. I'll see you in the next one.